Hi, my name is Lance Mitchell. Humanly speaking, this ordination process calling should never have happened. It is completely by the grace of God, and that's a complete fact that I'm before you sharing this today. Part of that grace has been him allowing me to see his goodness and what he'd have for me through a number of people that I've been totally thankful for. First is my wife, Debbie, who has been more than alongside of me, often sometimes going before me, and sometimes helping me, dragging me along through not only this process, through many of our years in ministry together. Also, there's some very dear brothers and sisters of the Lord that have been part of the framework that the Lord has given me. Some of those are my Can-Am Band of brothers, and also Pastor Mary Kendall, Pastor Paul Colosi, Pastor Laverne Bates, and Pastor Dino Police. Very thankful for all of them and the hand that they've had in my life. The Father of Light has provided me a framework that I could not even see even in my early days. Early days is such in early days in Catholic school, or being in a Black Baptist church on those hard pews on a Sunday morning. He was there, but I could not see him. I could not see him often, even during those huge and rich family Thanksgivings and those Christmas mornings that were so exciting to be with my mother and my father and my sister, that were just filled with so much. He was there, but I could not see him. There was times in Adirondack mountaintop experiences and off the rail high school parties and regrets that could fill a room. He was there. When he finally gave me the ability to eventually move to a better position to see him, to feel his presence, I recognized and I could see his hand, and I finally felt a purpose. My walk with him has been more like a race, more like a sprint, a stumble. Someone being dragged, carried, maybe some days with a hop and a skip. Since I told the Father, you can have the whole thing, and just surrendered every aspect and everything within my life, I've had awesome, again, beyond mountaintop experiences with him. But I've also had some soul-crushing times of grief and seasons filled with clouds of awful. But besides learning a lot about the depth of my faith in the Lord, I always felt his hand during all of those, the good, the bad, even the ugly. I wasn't beyond his reach. Way before the ordination process, I'd known that my call from the Father was to be his clarion, his lighthouse, in and outside of the buildings we call the church. Expand my kingdom, the Father had said, in any way that I put before you. Not always feeling like I agreed with it, but I, at times, reluctantly was obedient and learned to become obedient to the words that he was saying. Sometimes these ways were connecting the youth through a chicken waffles night. And it could be to offering communion to the church body on a Sunday morning. It was also hosting and being a part of a Bible study and hosting that at a hospital nursing home at that time. It's also holding a game night with the focus being on having the lost meet those in Christ within the church. Lots of fun times there. But it always came back to what he was saying for me: to connect, build community, encourage, challenge, love, and expand my kingdom. Is that what he has branded in my heart? And I can't move from that. All that he is asking from me and from my family is to be obedient, like Ezekiel and Nehemiah, the first time that he makes his requested instructions known. I know that I'm fearfully and wonderfully made by him. I have no doubt in that. I am also fearfully as well as excited to begin my new stage in my service to Jesus in this ordination, in this call on my life.